Hey guys, Ethan with NOVA Canine Academy here. We're here with Miney, 6-month-old Tibetan Terrier, 6 days into a 2-week board and train, almost halfway done. Got some hot dogs, other known as glizzies. You can use that term with all your friends. Mine is going to be guzzling some glizzies today while we're outside. It's a hot day. Who needs a good glizzy? Miney does. Look at that. Oh yeah. Guzzle that glizzy, Miney. Anyway, we're going to be showing you how this can give your dog so much more freedom. Make sure you watch the whole video because I'm going to be giving you some really helpful tips to allow your dog to have that freedom and that happiness in his or her life so that they can go run around and do these things and have a lot of fun while you know that you have control over your dog and you're not hurting your dog, you're just communicating. It's only a communication tool. So watch the whole video because we'll be giving you some really helpful tips to introduce your dog to an e-collar. The first thing that we did is the first 6 days, all we did with Miney is just basic obedience on a place board inside. Then we started going outside in the backyard, then outside in a field where there's some more distractions, then in a park where there's a lot more distractions. And so she's really good at her sits, her downs, her stays. Her stay is amazing because we've worked on her stay. In the living room, I'll be cooking in the kitchen. She's on her place board staying. If she gets off, she gets brought back. And once she stays for a little while, we give her a treat. Usually we're working with the food. If we want some high reward treats, we're using glizzies. Most dogs love glizzies. So the first step is they need to know what you're telling them to do. You never teach the dog how to sit, how to down, how to stay with the e-collar. You almost use it to enforce it and communicate and form associations with your dog that, hey, when I don't listen, I feel pressure. And when I do listen, I get paid. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. We're not only using positive reward. It's not hurting her, as you guys will see. But, when you raise a kid, you're not just, if your kid runs in the street, you're not going to give your kid, hey, if you get out of the street, I'll give you $10. No, you're going to tell your kid, hey, no, we don't do that. If they do it again, you're going to put them in timeout. You're not going to say, oh, hey, here's $10 if you get out of the street. Oh, you did went in the street again? Here's $20. You can think of this as, every single one of these is $5. Miney really wants that. Her kibble is more like $1. That's her currency. So once she knows all of her basic commands, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be working with high reward treats, as I said, glizzies. Miney's guzzling glizzies. I'm going to use that term a lot this video. And we're going to find her lowest level. This thing has 100 levels. I'll show you how this works, but we're on level 1. What we're going to do is we're going to press the button, and the second that you can know when she just feels it. She'll turn her head, or she'll react, or she'll be like, what's that? We haven't used this e-collar once on her. She's been wearing it for a couple days, but we have not used it on her. Just, we made her feel comfortable with it, all that. And what we're going to be doing is I'm going to press it, and the second she feels it, that's her lowest level. That's the level where we're working with her right now. In a couple days, we'll be able to bump that level up. A couple levels. She's a small dog. Out of 100 levels, I can bet you she's probably going to be somewhere between 2 and 5. 2 and 5 or 2 and 6. Got to make sure it's put on properly. But what I'm going to do, I pressed it on 1. Nothing. No response. Press it on 2. You see that? On 2. So we're on her lowest level right now is a 2. Might bring it up to a 3 if she's not feeling it. Good. We're going to make sure reward after that. It's never a punishment again. And I'm going to just start showing Miney with high reward treats that, hey, this is me communicating with you. Again, first time that's her first pressure she's ever had on this e-collar. So what I'm going to say is, Miney, come. Good. And we're going to reward that. What I did is I just held pressure on the e-collar. The second she did, I let go. She's learning how to turn it off. And she's also learning, this is me communicating with you. First, she's learning it's communication. Second, she's learning, oh, this is communication. I know I'm completely responsible on how to turn it off. Miney, place. Good. I gave her a little pressure. The second she got on her crate, or on her place board, pressure is off. So she's now learning, hey, whenever he tells me to do something, I feel a little bit of pressure on my neck. And when I do the thing that he asks, it turns off. It's obviously not hurting her. Look how willing, she's sitting there staring at me. She is so willing to work. It's not hurting her. It's just a communication tool. Miney, come. She'll shake her head a little bit. Oh, good. And the second she does the behavior we want, we reward that. Oh, she fell back. Okay. And then what we're going to do again is we're going to give her a little pressure. Miney, place. Oh, and look at that. She goes right on. I release the pressure the second she's on her place board. We're giving her high reward treats every time she does something. We don't want her to shut down. We don't want her to feel like this is a punishment, because it's not a punishment. It's communication. I'm using the leash just in case she doesn't listen. I can kind of guide her and show her. We're just using this at the very beginning. Miney, come. Good. Most dogs aren't going to be at a level 2. Oh, good. Miney, place. We got some squirrels running up and down. Look at that. If that were my dog, she would be going nuts. Good. That's funny. We're going to be continuing to do this. We're going to do this on and on and on and on for several minutes. Miney, come. Good. The second she comes, part of a come is to sit. The second she does that, I'm releasing the pressure. Good girl. And I'm also rewarding. You have to reward every time, verbally, as well as with a high reward treat. Miney, place. Good. We're going to keep guiding her through all this continuously, so she keeps understanding that. Again, rewarding every single time. Maybe we can try a little bit more distance. Place. So she gets off the place. She feels the pressure until she's back on. Because no, I didn't tell her to leave. Again, we're just working on this communication with her. This is another, a hand command is communication. Verbal command is communication. A lure is communication. And this is also communication. This you kind of add on to, one of the other, 2 or 3. But Miney, come. See if she gets it. See, and that's why we use a leash. She didn't listen. So what we're going to do, just give her a little reminder, a little nudge. Miney, come. Good. She got a little, just a little reminder on the leash, like a little, the smallest of pops. She's like 15 pounds. Good girl. Miney, place. Oh, good. Good girl. So we're going to continue doing this. Once she has this down, we're going to work on this several times today. We'll start to add some more distractions. Go out into the field by my house where there's a little more distractions. Go to a park, things like that, and continue to add more distractions. Miney, come. And she still doesn't know this is me talking to her. This is going to take a little bit of time, but once she understands, you're never gonna see this, right? When you tell your dog to sit and they just ignore you, because you have this communication. Miney, place. Good girl. So again, the second she steps on the place board, we're releasing the pressure. Miney, come. Sit. Good. And so one thing that Miney is she's really good at the stay on the place board. She's less good at the stay off the place board. We use the place board, so it's a confined place. It's very specific. Who's to say that, right? If I tell her to stay right here, who's to say this is different than that? And over there, it's all grass to her. So on the place board, it's very confined, but we can start working past that once she knows how to stay. Miney, stay. And if she gets out of a stay, she feels pressure until she sits. Good. No, stay. Good. And so she'll learn pretty quickly. Miney, stay. If she ever were to get off, I would give her pressure and I would come back and put her in the same spot. We're giving her high reward treats, glizzies. Miney, look at her, guzzling these glizzies. Oh, good girl. Miney, place. She's off the leash, so she's gonna be a little slower. Good. This is also a great way to speed up the commands. If your dog is really slow on their comes, if their dog is, just not listening to you, the pressure on the e-collar can help speed these commands up. Miney, down. Good. The second she goes into a down, I'm releasing this pressure. I'm showing her every time I tell you to do something, you're going to feel this pressure and you know how to turn it off. Miney, sit. Good. Miney, come. See? It's really hot out. It's like 90 degrees and humid as all get out. So the comes are probably going to be a little slow, but that's, again, why we use this e-collar. Miney, come. Sit. Good. Again, we're working this dog on a 2 out of 100. A 2 out of 100. I don't feel this until level 16, 18. Miney, place. Good. And so we'll keep using the leash for a little while, just showing her that, hey, this is me talking to you. This is me communicating. And the leash is a great way to give her a little nudge, remind her, kind of guide her to what we want. The leash we can factor out. We can kind of phase out pretty quickly. It is really hot out. Miney, come. Good. There was no leash pressure there. It did not even Use the leash to remind her. Miney, place. Good. Good girl. Miney, come. Okay, we're stopping using the leash. Miney, place. Place. Good. Again, she had pressure that whole time until she got on the place board. So we're going to keep doing a lot of this. I know I'm rambling on and on and on, but we're going to keep doing a lot of this. Once she knows this, we're going to bring it outside. We're going to start using this off the place board on, sits, downs, heels to enforce, just give her a tap on the shoulder when she's not doing something that we're asking her to do. And this is, you never want to hurt the dog. This is never ever a punishment or correction. You can use the prong collar as a correction. This is never supposed to be a correction. You're never supposed to, stimulate the dog where it squeals or it cowers or anything like that. Miney, come. Good. Look how quickly she's going. Good girl. You like those glizzies. Miney, place. Choking a little bit. Good girl. Again, never to hurt your dog. It's a communication tool. And this allows your dog to now go out and run around in a field, play with other dogs. And if your dog is potentially going to be put in a dangerous situation, or sees a squirrel, runs across the street, goes sees a dog that you don't want the dog to see that could be aggressive, whatever, you have this recall. And we're going to keep doing this and building on this foundation of the e-collar that we're building right now. Miney, come. Just a little bit of pressure. Good girl. Let's see if we can get it down on the grass. Miney, down. Good. Second she went into a down, I released the pressure. Miney, place. And so we might, whoa! Good girl. She does that a lot. She might need a 3, but no more than a 3. Maybe down the road, I think our final lowest level is probably going to be a 3, 4, something like that. Miney, come. Good. But we're going to keep working on this. And once she's outside, we'll make sure to check in. If you like and subscribe and follow along, I'll show you the next steps after this. But to introduce the dog to an e-collar, the biggest and most important part is this foundation right here. Showing the dog, hey, this is me talking to you. Come. Good. Place. Good. Let's show you her stay. And she might get off. Miney, stay. She might get off, but she's going to feel the pressure if she gets off. I'm going to walk all the way back here behind my shed, out of sight from her. She's not going to see me. Let's see how she does. She cannot see me right now. I'm behind the shed. She's not sitting, but it seems like I'm peeking around. But she is staying. She knows to stay on the place board. So, little example, right? She'll walk around on the place board. That is very good for being 6 days in. This dog, she knew almost to sit on day 1. Almost. Hardly. Look at this. This is awesome. So yeah, we're going to keep working on this. We're going to go outside. I'm going to keep you updated on videos of her outside after that. Miney, down. Good. Yeah, we're going to bump it up. 1. Let's see how she does. If she reacts bad, we're not going to do it. Miney, sit. Good. That was on 3. So, Miney, come. So she is starting to understand this, that there's a way to turn it off. She understands this very quickly. Most dogs get this pretty quickly. But you're not teaching the dog how to do it on the e-collar. You're teaching the dog how to do it and then starting the e-collar. Miney, place. Good. Look how quick that is. She's definitely speeding up than even when we first started this video. So make sure you like and subscribe. Follow along for Miney's journey, all of our other dogs' journeys here at NOVA Canine Academy. We're here in Alexandria, Virginia, in Northern Virginia, 5 miles south of DC. And if you're looking to get your dog trained, we have a wait time of somewhere between 1 and 3 months generally. And you can send us here. People send their dogs from around the country. A lot of locals send their dogs here. They live at my house with me. I'm the trainer here. I work with the dogs specifically. I work with the owners. Miney, down. And you can stay tuned. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow along for these dogs' journey. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.